Okay, time for primer. So when I'm talking about primer, I'm not talking about just your face. I use a eyeshadow primer and I use a face primer. So I'm going to start with the face because I want to give the primer as much time as possible to really get into my skin and kind of diminish those pores a little bit, diminish some of those wrinkles that just drive me batty. Okay, so this is the MAC Studio Fix, okay, and it's a mattifying primer, and that is great for us old ladies. Now, if you've got aging skin, the very last thing you want to do is have shine. You don't want shine, so I just get a little I don't know, that much. And again, warm it up in your fingers, okay? Just rub your fingers together like that. Okay, and now that we've got it nice and warmed up, we're going to start by pressing it into the skin. Now again, this area right here is a major problem area for me. I have huge pores right there, and oh God, they drive me nuts. Okay, once we've got it pressed in there nicely, then we can kind of start massaging it in. Oh God, that feels so good. The texture of this stuff is amazing. It is so smooth, and it's, for as smooth and buttery as it is, you would expect to feel it on your skin. And I don't. I really don't. This stuff is fantastic. Now, I heard from a few different makeup artists that when you're putting on your primer, especially if you're having issues with pores, once you've got it kind of massaged in, start going like this, like push and wipe in an upward motion. I've had people say that this makes a huge difference in it getting into those big pores that are problem areas. Get it in the crow's feet, and I always just put a little tiny bit right under my eyes because we're gonna put makeup there, so it makes sense to have primer. Okay, now that that's on there, we're gonna give it as long as possible to set. So once I have my face primer on, I then move on to the eyes. And this stuff, I got this off of Wish, or no, I'm sorry, I got it off of Temu. It's called Averil, and it actually comes in this huge pack, and they've got white and hot pink and purple and all these crazy colors, as well as like neutral tones. But it's really kind of cool if you are wearing an eyeshadow that happens to have a purple base or a red base or a pink base or whatever. That colored eyeshadow primer makes a huge difference. I never even thought of that. So when I got the package and I saw it, I was like, I wasn't sure how to use it at first, but then, you know, when I started experimenting with it, oh yeah, the colored stuff is great. But today we're using just a nude bit, and I just put a tiny bit on my fingertips, rubbed it in, because again, you want to warm it up. And now we're just going to tap on the eyelid. It's the same principle as under the eye. You really don't want to wipe this in, because if you do, it's going to kind of settle in that crease right there, and that's not good. We don't want a big heavy line there. So just tap it in until it doesn't feel sticky, and until you just have like a nice even base there. And again, just be super gentle. Your eye area is so delicate, you just want to be nice to it. I'm gonna pamper it, spoil it even. All right. I always have an issue because of my nails getting the inside corner. The struggle's real. Okay. All right. So our eye primer is on, and we're gonna give it just a minute or two to kind of soak in. And what I do during that time is I kind of try to decide what eyeshadow palette I'm gonna go with at that point. So let me pick some stuff out, and I'll be right back.